Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Empowered Pause. I am your host, Rachel Chinoa J. Welcome to our live. We're here every Wednesday evening at 7:15 p.m. for the Empowered Pause. Good evening, good evening. I don't see anyone watching yet, but hopefully people will get a chance to join shortly. In the meantime, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about Speak Initiative, who is sponsoring this Empowered Pause. The Empowered Pause is sponsored by Speak Initiative, which is a nonprofit organization committed to combating the rise of suicide in our communities. Speak actually stands for Suicide Prevention Through Empowerment, Action, and Kindness. And as you can see by the banner that's scrolling below, we are still fundraising for the Empowered Pause and the other programs that Speak Initiative has already launched, which are the 90-day intensive, as well as the Fearless Start program. If you would like to give or get more information regarding Speak Initiative and the programs, please visit our website, which is listed below on the banner. It's www.speaksuicideprevention.org, and you can find us on all social media platforms. If this is your first time joining us, the Empowered Pause is, again, one of the programs under our empowerment philosophy. And we check in live every Wednesday evening, probably for about 10 to 15 minutes. And it's just a brief check-in where our speakers and our listeners get a chance to pause, take a second to gather, connect, recharge, and maybe offer some empowering words or ideas, or just space to actually be heard. So I don't see anyone actually watching yet, but I'm going to jump into today's topic. And hopefully, if you are able to watch this video at a later time, or you are able to join now, that's fine. Either way, I'm going to talk a little bit about seasonal affective disorder, sometimes known as SAD. Seasonal affective disorder. I know there are many people who experience this phenomenon or this illness, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about it and query the people who are watching if anyone has ever been challenged with this illness of seasonal affect disorder. If you don't know what that is, seasonal affect is a type of major depression that occurs during a particular periods of time throughout the year. So usually when there's less sun, less sunlight, the weather is not as warm as it used to be. Some people like myself are affected in that way. Actually, when SAD is considered a subset of depression, there are a third of the people who actually suffer with this illness that will develop actual major depression. So it is something that can be a precursor to major depressive disorder, right? So SAD is referred to as winter depression at times, but it's more than just the winter blues. It's more than just, I feel down and I don't want to get out the bed today. It's depressive moods that actually disrupt your life. So it gives you, some of the symptoms are a low mood, a loss of interest in pleasurable everyday activities, decreased motivation, decreased energy and fatigue, decreased libido, impaired concentration, irritability. There are a lot of different symptoms can actually come with this. And again, it doesn't mean that a person has major depression. It just means that this seasonal change may be affecting a person negatively, and it may be something to look at. There's a specific cluster of symptoms that characterize winter seasonal affect disorder or SAD, which include increased sleep or a strong desire to sleep during the daytime, increased appetite and cravings, especially for carbs, and weight gain, right? So I know that I happen to be sensitive to the weather and the changes in the environment, and I do suffer from seasonal affect disorder. I did notice it very early on, but of course, I didn't know exactly what was happening during this specific time of year, and especially since schools back in session usually for most kids. Everyone's getting ready for the holiday season. That triggers a lot of different emotions for a lot of people, and that can actually feed into seasonal affect disorder. So This video is basically for anyone out there who may be challenged with this condition, who may know someone who is challenged with this condition, or if you just want to know more information about it. Maybe you know someone who has had it in the past and you didn't know at that time what was going on. So this invitation is to have more conversation about it. Speak Initiative is here for people who are experiencing mental health challenges and may want to know more information about the options that are available, or partner with us and actually become part of the 90-day intensive, where we set goals. We actually assess those goals throughout the time. And again, just like we mentioned during our launch back in January, the 90-day intensive is built as a structured 90-day program, but we do not leave our clients or our speakers until they are actually where they would like to be. So if it has to go beyond 90 days, then it does go beyond 90 days. So again, just being aware and self-aware of ourselves and doing some self-care. If you notice that you are suffering or dealing with seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, reach out for help. There's help out there. Ask someone. You can talk to your medical provider if you have someone who you trust and who is there for your care. If not, we have resources here at Speak Initiative. If you're curious about any type of mental health conditions or resources that may be available, please feel free to reach out whenever you feel comfortable doing so. We're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our information can be found again on all social media platforms and on the website. So again, this was the Empowered Pause, very brief discussion since we didn't have any live participants watching, but I hope this information is helpful for someone in the future. Or if you share this video, feel free to get our information out there and let people know that Speak Initiative is available and we're here to help. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week, have a great week and stay empowered and stay strong. Take care.